Alright friends, welcome to the NMS Diaries, how to farm sentinels and titanium so that you can make lemium or lemonim or something, how it's pronounced, sounds like lemon, and also so how you find drop pods to upgrade your exosuit so that you can maximize your inventory slots. So with that, just so you know, I'm already fairly upgraded. I've already kind of got things set up. This should be fairly quick. So what you want to do is you want to basically draw out a sentinel, and you want to shoot the sentinel. Kill the sentinels. You see they drop these pods here, as well as they drop titanium when you kill them. Okay, and he always has two, so the second one will come out. You gotta watch out though, because sometimes you'll get stuck behind a building or around here, and then if he's out too long, he'll alert his buddy. And there'll be more, which you might want more, but if you're not able to handle them all, you probably don't want to mess with them until you're capable. He dropped another canister, but I didn't get it. The canisters sometimes have blueprints, so you want to farm the blueprints by killing the sentinels, and they'll also drop you sometimes relics, these neutrino things or whatever, that you can sell, as well as they will clearly, as I showed you, they will drop titanium, and use the titanium with the plutonium to craft this stuff called lemonin or whatever, which you'll see is right here. So we're going to craft that, and as you saw, that sells for 30,937 units. Okay, so real quick, as we showed you that, we're going to fly here to our drop pod that we already have saved so that we could get back to it, because we tend to lose our drop pods. And by the way, I'd also suggest that you should fly around these sort of barren planets like this more than the ones that are lush, because it's easier to pick out things from the air and easily stop at them and find what you're looking for. When it's full of plant life and animals, it's a lot harder to find things. So as you see, there's a drop pod right there. We can see it pretty easily. It looks like a, I don't know, like a little porta potty from space with a little blue light around it here. And then we go to the thing here, we enter, and it's going to let us get a new exosuit slot. As you can see, we're already at 42 slots. We've maxed this out. So if we go and we manage to be able to find another suit, I'm not sure if it'll let us upgrade again, but I have a feeling it will at least let us go maybe one more time to maybe 50 slots, But it costs more and more each time, so the next time probably about 300,000. This is going to be enough for us to do it this time. So we got ourselves an upgrade. Now what we want to do is fly right back to where we were. After, or during, if you would prefer, you can find another drop pod if you want to try to upload, but we're going to go here and just fly back to where we were after we fuel up. And we should be able to find it fairly easily if we're lucky. Sometimes you get a little lost, and unfortunately, as I probably just did already. Okay, let's go back from where we were and turn around. And usually you can see your little thing if you're looking, but sometimes you will lose them, as again I have just already done for some reason. Okay, there's my drop pod. So let's turn around, because it was pretty much the opposite way we were. Head this way. What's down here? I'm sorry, I do this every single time. Every time I get turned around and I can't find my stupid landing pad place where I just was at. I mean, I seriously just made it. There's the drop pod. You would think, right? Let's go this way and do a quick turn, and we'll come straight back. drop pod was pretty much straight away from where the other landing pad was at, so we should find it right here somewhere. Where is our... This it right here? There we go. That's where we wanted to be. Alright, so then we're just going to come back here and we sell that lemon and stuff. Get some more units. Neutrino modules that we found. And we rinse and repeat basically is the whole process. So again, you find a facility with the bank so that you can easily sell your stuff. Make sure you have a reloaded bolt caster and find yourself a sentinel. If you can't find a sentinel, start blowing some stuff up. Usually you can get them to come on out. There you go, there's one right there. See him? Drawing his attention. So I kill him. He drops titanium and a little bucket or whatever it is. Oh shit, we fell in our hole. Now you'll see I'm gonna let this guy get to full range, and then he'll alert more guys. Now that he's calling out another one. A lot of times they get stuck behind buildings and it can be really annoying, but you kill them, take their canisters, they'll drop titanium. Sometimes the canisters have blueprints, sometimes they don't. Alright, you use the titanium with your... Let's see if we have enough titanium. Okay, so you use it with your plutonium. I'm just going to go to our ship and get some more plutonium, probably because I'm sure our ship has some. And... oh no, we're out. Alright, well, plutonium is an easy source. So keep that in mind. You really want to have a lot of plutonium around usually. For some stupid reason I don't have any. I must have sold it all off, and then of course I've mined it all from this area. Typical. Typical when you're trying to teach people stuff but you don't have everything ready. So we're going to grab all this plutonium. As you can see, it's pretty easy to farm that real quick once your tools are all upgraded real good. Take that plutonium. Mine some lemonium. That's 30k right there. So on and so forth. Rinse, repeat, and then you're going to find yourself a drop pod. And you're going to use that drop pod to upgrade yourself. But before we go look for another drop pod, what we want to do is make sure we have enough money on us, because we know it's going to cost us at least 300,000, because that's what it was last time. So let's see if we can find another drop pod fast enough for you guys after we sell this off. If not, that's the recipe. You basically know what to do. I've showed you. Looks like we might have to do one more run here of the getting some sentinels out. There's one right there. So again, kill your sentinels. Take their titanium and their canister. And then of course this one always gets stuck behind a building, so prepare for more to come after you, because they will alert more. Just keep in mind they get stuck behind these buildings a lot. Their AI is a little screwed up. craft more of that stuff, you can, but you need more, so let's just go to our But again, basically that's the whole routine, is you're gonna just rinse, repeat, kill sentinels. So as you can, if you want to kill sentinels, make it easier way to do it, kill some creatures. Sentinels will come right away. I know it's not very PETA friendly, but they are all procedurally generated and they really aren't real. But once you do that, you generally speaking will draw out a sentinel or two. They tend to come looking when you cause a little damage. And then, you know, you will farm the sentinels. So again, the idea is farm the sentinels, sell off the titanium that you have mixed with your plutonium to make the lemonium. Once you have enough money, then you go find a drop pod and you buy yourself a new inventory slot. And you do this multiple times until you have gotten as many inventory slots as you need, or upgrades and all that other stuff. And along the way, you're going to get all kinds of other little random things that you can sell. You'll get blueprints. So it's a pretty good method that I've found so far. You can also craft antimatter and other things too eventually if you want. But this is really more or less just to show you how to do it by farming the sentinels, which are really easy for the titanium that you mix with the plutonium. And of course, you're going to need the recipe for these things like lemonium or whatever. So, you know, don't think that you're just going to walk right in and be able to craft a certain thing. You're going to have to craft, you know, recipes that you have recipes for. So if you don't have the recipe or the blueprint, you're not going to be able to make the item. So we'll have to do that. But anyway, with that being said, as you can see, you will find a drop pod like this. They look like that. You will land at them and you will get yourself a new upgraded slot, and you'll be happy because you will have lots of space. And my trick and tip for you is basically that I would survey the area by flying like this, kind of at low speed, and as you can see, a lot of times way up ahead you can even make out things. There's a monolith right there, you know, and if you look carefully, eventually you might find yourself a little drop pod sitting there on the ground somewhere. They're not hard to find once you notice them. Just look for a kind of whitish porta potty with a blue door. You will be on your way. And sometimes it's really just relaxing to fly around like this anyway, you know. You get to see the sights without having to walk all over the place. So hopefully this helps you. If provided you with any insight or useful knowledge, do me a favor and please like the video, share, subscribe, etc. I'm not the king of YouTube, so if I seem a little awkward, forgive me. Just know that the information is what was mattered more than anything else, and the person behind the information really doesn't matter at all now, do they? So this is one more episode of NMS Diaries. This is a tutorial. I hope you have a great day. Explore, seek out, find, and, well, rule the galaxy. This is NMS Diaries. We're logging off. Come back again soon. Thank you very much.